Okay, in today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to correct some problems within your paintings. If you've gone over an area that kind of seems a bit kind of too light or too dark, or it's not quite working, what I'll do is I'll put up a picture of this painting. It was about an hour ago because I've actually done some correction work to this, but I'm going to show you how I did that. And this is why I've said in all my lessons it's really important to take a step back from your paintings and see what bits are working. It's such a good idea to do that, and also to reiterate the fact that we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'm a self-taught artist, so even after 30 years of experience, I'm still making mistakes. But it's learning how to deal with those, how to correct them, to make a successful painting, which is the key. So I'll show you what I did. So this area here was too light. It was I'd laid up far too many light areas, so it all was beginning to look bit too flat really. So what I've done, I'll show you in a minute how I mix the paint on the palette. But what I've done is I've taken some darker paint, so some ivory black, hooker's green and sap green, and I've used, let me see if you can see this on camera, this brush here, which is my old battered foliage texture brush. It's got very stiff hairs on it now, but it's great for stippling in, and I've shown it in previous lessons, so if you haven't seen those, do go back and have a look. But what I'm going to do is I've started stippling in some of the darker areas just to knock back some of those highlights, and actually it's a really good technique for kind of making the foliage look a bit more realistic. So I'll go through that with you now. So like I say, I'm just mixing some of the hooker's green, some of the ivory black and some of the sap green, just to make a darker colour, and we're just going to fill in those areas and knock back where it was too light. So what I use is a kind of a dabbing stippling technique. So I'm looking for where the darker areas are in the paint and the photograph that I'm using for reference. There's a bit of yellow on that. But yeah, the thing is, like, I do keep emphasising this: is do not be worried about making mistakes. It's all part of the learning process, and you can correct things that you've done wrong. Don't get into the stage of throwing away everything you've done because it's not working properly. Look at it again and see what you need to do to change those. All you've got to do is really let the oil paints dry before you do any correcting work, though. That's one of the main things. But so I'm just going to tap in some of these areas, and this stippling effect is quite good actually for just breaking up a lot of those light areas. If you find that you fill in too much when you're using the rigger brush, this kind of stippling effect is actually really nice. It does work well for kind of making things look more realistic. So I've not got too much paint on the brush, just a tiny little bit of liquid just to kind of ease the flow of that. But I'm just looking at the photo there, just trying to see which areas that I've gone a bit light on, and we're going to take that out and just make it that much darker, and then we'll let that dry, and then we'll paint over that and with the lighter colours again. But there are times when you end up making the saturation too bright or too strong for what you're actually trying to achieve. But say, don't panic, these things can be corrected, and that's what I'm showing you now. So it's quite an important lesson, I think, this one, and it's an area that people kind of forget. You see some of these artists and everything they do is perfect, every brush stroke, but I'm the whole point of me doing this channel is to be authentic and show you guys exactly how I paint, and the fact that not everything goes perfectly. You're going to make mistakes sometimes, and you'll end up correcting bits and pieces of the painting and things like that, but it's all part of the process. Embrace that, and hopefully you'll learn from this lesson. So I'll come to say, I'm just tapping in these areas. These are going to be gone over again with the rigger brush later, but there are a couple of areas that just a bit too light, and what happens then is it ends up looking too flat. So we'll just tap these in, and this area now I think is working much better if you compare it with the photograph I took about an hour ago. I've also done a little bit of texture, extra texture on this part of the painting. In the next lesson, I'm just waiting for this to dry, I will show you exactly how we start putting in realistic looking grasses. I've also done a little bit of fine detail on the water here, just with the rigger brush. I'm just extending the colours into each other here, but you've got to wait for each layer to dry for that, otherwise it starts smudging. But other than that, you won't have missed too much. But yeah, so this is the method to use for knocking back some of the areas you've done too light. But please do join me in the next lesson, subscribe to the channel, and you won't miss any of the progress shots on this painting. So I'll see you soon.